Hey everybody, this is GGB Cole's Peppers coming at you in a second quarter of action. We've had a lot go on in the first quarter. We've had 2 injuries, which we haven't had in a game, I don't know, ever. The Independents had 1 injury. We've had 4 injuries, I think, total. Steven Means in the MAC game. You had obviously Ziggy Ansah injury, the Brennan Sheriff injury, and you had an SEC injury. But shotgun here for Lamar Jackson. They split Dalvin Cook out wide. 2 tight end set here. They actually go pass. They bring a little bit of blitz. He dumped it off, and it was actually incomplete. Fred Warner causes the incompletion. Brings up a 2nd and 10, and Fred Warner has been spectacular here early on. Easily the best defensive player early on here for both teams. He's playing phenomenally well. He almost had the pick, but he forces another incompletion there. Shotgun here for Lamar Jackson. It looks like a blitz. It is a blitz. They bring pressure. He fires it to DeAndre Hopkins, who catches it and breaks the tackle, and he brings it all the way down to the 29-yard line, finally corralled by Julian Love. But DeAndre Hopkins, very nice catch there, going over top of the linebacker, I believe, that was covering him. DeAndre Hopkins' 2nd catch of the ball game. Able to catch that ball over. Was that? I think that might be Kyle Van Noy there. But Lamar Jackson been really good here early on. Really, really solid player. 4-man rush. Looks like it's not going to be a run here to Dalvin Cook, I don't believe. They go pass. He fires it underneath to Tyler Boyd, I believe, or maybe that was Jamison Crowder working in the slot. It was Jamison Crowder working in the slot. He's not going to see the field very often, only when they want to bring him in the slot. Yeah, they would go for a little bit of a chop block there, and just doesn't turn out to work. 2nd and inches here for the ACC offense. Very good drive in this one to come back after their kind of lackluster drive last time. They go run up the middle with Dalvin Cook with a lot of running room. He cuts it inside into the arms of a big man, but brings up the first down. Fatukasi makes another tackle. He's easily their best big man inside. Best defensive tackle, that is. I'm not talking about a center. But 1st and 10. And this has been a very productive drive for the ACC early on. 4-man rush, it looks like, although it could see a linebacker blitz. It is a linebacker blitz. Actually, he's covering Dalvin Cook. He fires it to an open Jamison Crowder, I believe, again. Jamison Crowder, despite being probably the 5th-rated wide receiver on this team, making some big-time plays out of the slot. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, and I very much expect them to run this ball straight up the gut with Dalvin Cook. I mean, their offensive line should overpower this defensive line. Under center here for Lamar Jackson. They do go run up the middle. Dalvin Cook is going to push his way in, and he's going to pick up that touchdown. Dalvin Cook's first touchdown in the ball game. And it's going to be a 14-7 ball game, barring a missed extra point by Harrison Butker. I just don't see that happening, though. Aaron Donald and Bruce Arians shaking hands. And they know they have a chance to win it all this year. They really do. Fatukasi almost makes the big-time stop inside, but he's unable to. But they really do. I've been talking about Dwayne Brown looks healthy again. Maybe he's going to come back. Maybe he's going to be healthy. I'm going to be looking for 76 to see if he's back. If he's back, then that's a good thing for the ACC Bucks, because then if they move on, they don't have to worry about losing Dwayne Brown for a longer amount of time, which, I mean, if you're going to end up facing a team because if they make it up past here, they're going to be facing either the FCS Division II, Division III Bills, or the Pac-12. You're either going against Cam Jordan or I'm trying to think of Akeem Hicks. I mean, Anthony Costanzo's good, but you would love to have Dwayne Brown to play that left tackle spot for you. But it's going to be interesting. They're going to bring back onto the field. I don't know who's playing the center position. It could very well be Matthew Pert, or it could be Sam Mustipher. I mean, there's a lot of options here if you're the Independent Chiefs. But losing Nick Martin was a huge loss. We'll see if we can see him We're going to look out for number 56, Nick Martin, if he's back. Oh, returnable by Golden Tate. He's going to return it up the middle, bring it to about the 27-yard line. And onto the field comes Taysom Hill in this offense. Taysom Hill. He's done a phenomenal job so far. He really has. He has done a great job of leading this offense. Unfortunately, didn't get anything going last drive after the sack and could only scramble, pick up 3 yards on the ground. But yeah, I mean, I've been impressed. I've been pretty impressed with what Taysom has done so far early. I know they're down by 7, so chance to tie it on this drive, but it's been pretty solid offensively. So yeah, Taysom Hill goes shotgun here. He's a new center. Actually, same old center. Nick Martin's back. Fires it short underneath to Golden Tate. Forces a missed tackle, but he's corralled for only a 4-yard gain. Actually, a 5-yard gain they counted as. Second catch of the ball game for Golden Tate. They're going to need him to be really good. I know I'm saying this by a lot of players. They're going to need him to be really good, especially since Jamal Williams and Kyle Rudolph haven't really been dominant here early on. You need your receivers to be really good. Taysom Hill goes shotgun here. Theo Riddick on the field. They bring a little bit of a blitz. He's scrambled around. He finds a hole. He's going to run up the middle all the way down to the 45-yard line. 14-yard gain on the play. Already 49 yards on the ground for Taysom Hill. Killing it. They have only 56 yards through the ground. 49 of them are from Taysom Hill. Only 7 yards offensively are from their running backs. And 4 are from Theo Riddick. 3 are from Jamal Williams, if you were wondering. But yeah, I mean, Taysom Hill has been able to find holes in the defensive line, and you gotta keep your gaps, even if they're not running the ball. 2 tight end set here. This might be a run with Jamal Williams, because they do bring Jamal Williams onto the field. They go run up the middle with Jamal Williams, who gets tackled for about a 2-yard gain. And he hasn't been able to go really anywhere. Again, granted, they've only run him 4 times, and 1 was at the goal line. So couldn't get more than 1 yard on that play. But yeah, hasn't been able to do much. The defensive line has done a pretty great job of stopping him early on. Nick Martin is back in the ball game, so we can cross him out. He is healthy as an ox. He is back. We don't have to worry about if the Chiefs move on. We don't have to worry about Nick Martin, although we'll keep a lookout for Dwayne Brown. Shotgun here for Taysom Hill. Theo Riddick goes passing route. They go underneath to him, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Theo Riddick hasn't been extremely productive through the air, and I think that's granted a large part of the way they've been playing him early on. Justin Simmons has been marking up on him a lot, and Justin Simmons is a really good safety in the NFL, so it kind of makes sense that he's being locked down. So 1 tight end set here with Kyle Rudolph on the field. Throws it underneath to Kyle Rudolph, who's quickly tackled. And that's going to force likely a punt, as long as Andy Reid doesn't get a little bit risky here and go for it on this 4th and 3. I doubt it, though. I bet we see Bradley Pinion on... Actually, not Bradley Pinion. Johnny Townsend. I'm sorry, I was messing up 2 punter names. And if you're the independent Chiefs, you got to hope for your defense to step up here big time play for your defense. Although it looks like they have the offense on the field, I'd bet money that they do bring that off, and it's a punt. Yeah, it is a punt. Johnny Townsend. See if they can pin them inside the 10, maybe. Well, he fumbled it, but he is able to get the punt off. He's going to get it about the 17-yard line, so not a horrible punt for Johnny Townsend, considering he did fumble it a little bit. Chance for a block there if you're the ACC Bucks. But, yeah, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, he hasn't been unproductive. 35 yards in a quarter, basically. I think he got a catch this quarter. It isn't horrible, but, I mean, you expect a little bit more out of your star receiver. But, I mean, Mountain West didn't get that out of Devontae Adams. It's possible you don't get that out of DeAndre Hopkins. But if you want to win this game, it looks like Dwayne Brown's back in the huddle. I don't know if that changes. Maybe if we get another angle. It looks like a 3-man rush, although they could bring a blitz with one of the linebackers. They bring a 2-man blitz. He fires it underneath to, I believe, that one's to Tyler Boyd. Coverage there by, I believe, Julian Love. Brings up a 2nd and 4. I mean, they really had their way offensively. Again, yeah, Dwayne Brown is in the huddle, so I'm going to count that. I'm going to count that as he's healthy, as long as I don't see any... if I see him on the field, I should be able to mark off on it. But, yeah, I think both these players are back in the game despite the injuries. I think they were just minor. Snap there. Looks like a three-man rush. It is a three-man rush. He fires it underneath to Darren Waller, who was wide the heck open. So brings up another 1st and 10. And Lamar Jackson hasn't really scrambled that much, I just realized here early on. He has not been a scrambling quarterback. He's been mostly... that could be a lot to do with the Bucs offense. It's not really largely a running the quarterback scheme. But yeah, he hasn't been really running the ball very much. 4-man rush here by the independent Chiefs, it looks like. They do back out. He has plenty of time. He scrambles just as I'm saying that. He finds a hole, gets it about 9 yards on the play. Nice tackle, though, there by number 51. Brings up a 2nd and inches. Bruce Arians has this team rolling right now. If they get another touchdown, it's going to... Kyle Van Noy, actually, with the tackle there. 2nd and inches, though. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough offensively if they let him get another touchdown here. But if you get another, it's possible. Shotgun here. They throw it underneath. I believe that was intended to Darren Waller, but an inaccurate pass brings up another 3rd and inches. Likely just run up the middle, though, at this point with Dalvin Cook. Easily one of the best running backs in the entire NFL. You use him here. I think he's top 5. I think it's hard to determine the top 5 because you really have, obviously, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Dalvin Cook. They're easily the top 5 running backs in the NFL. But it's hard. Dalvin Cook's really good running back. So let's see what they do here. I believe it'll probably be a run up the middle with Dalvin Cook. They do go run up the middle with Dalvin Cook. He has a huge hole. He's running. He goes all the way down to the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Huge play by Dalvin Cook there, averaging 6.8 yards per carry on the ground. And really, whatever they want to do, they have. If they want to run the ball, Dalvin Cook has been killing it on the ground. If they want to pass the ball, there's been people open. Although there hasn't been a consistent playmaker on offense. I mean, sure, you got Tyler Boyd a couple times. Devontae Parker's had a big-time play. You had DeAndre Hopkins a couple of times. You have had Darren Waller a couple of times. But there hasn't... it's been nice spreading the ball around offensively, I guess. 2 tight end set with Eric Ebron on the field. Looks like it's going to be a 5-man rush. They do go 5-man rush. Run up the middle. It's going to be tackled by Kyle Van Noy. Sniffed that out rather nicely there. Nice play there by Kyle Van Noy. And if they want to win this game, Kyle Van Noy, their linebackers have to be a huge part of it because that's their strength of this team. Kyle Van Noy, Fred Warner, and Jalen Smith are all very good linebackers, so you got to watch out. Shotgun here for Lamar Jackson. They're going to go pass here. 4-man rush. He fires it underneath. I believe that was directed to Darren Waller, but an inaccurate pass brings up a 3rd and 10. Chance to make a stop, force the field goal by Harrison Butker if you're the independent Chiefs. Maybe force a turnover you're hoping for, but at the very least force a 4th down, make them kick this ball, kick a long field goal. Empty set here by Lamar Jackson. Looks like a 4-man rush, although I could see a linebacker blitzing. They do bring a blitz, fires it underneath, and they're going to get the 1st down with Devontae Parker, I believe. Tackle there made by Daniel Sorensen, but Tyler Boyd makes another big-time play, picking up that 1st down. Keep this drive alive for the ACC Bucs, and they're kind of running this clock. I mean, we're only 13 minutes into this episode, and they're almost halfway done with the quarter. So, yeah, they've done a great job of chewing some clock and making the independent Chiefs probably have to work to get a touchdown before halftime. If they get a touchdown before halftime, it's going to be tough, though, to make this comeback. Empty set here by Lamar Jackson. The 4-man rush. He fires it underneath to, who is that? Was that Tyler Boyd? No, it didn't look like Tyler Boyd. Not Tyler Boyd's number. So, it might have been DeAndre Hopkins on that play because it was Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder, again, making a big-time play. He is a player I didn't expect to see on the field this much. He has done some great things offensively. Under center here might be a run up the middle with Dalvin Cook. They actually do go draw with Dalvin Cook. He doesn't have a lot of yards, but he does pick up the 1st down with 2 yards he picks up. Brings up a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. They can pick up one more 1st down before they have to score a touchdown. So that's the ideal position to be in when you're driving down the field. Under 7 minutes to go in this ball game. They've done a great job at chewing clock. They really do take it down a lot before they snap this ball. Lamar Jackson goes shotgun here. Looks like a blitz. They do bring a blitz. Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's absolutely clobbered there. laid out by Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith's not a name I've been able to call very much, but big time hit there by Harrison Smith, but he still gets about 7 yards on the carry. So I think I just keep running it here from the ACC Bucks. They bring 3 tight ends out and their fullback, Cade Neighbors, I believe. They go run up the middle with Dalvin Cook. He has the touchdown. First rushing touchdown. James Conner actually comes onto the field for that one play. He's, I guess, their power back. And he's able to punch that ball in. Second rushing touchdown. First for James Conner. And, yeah, you're not going to stop him when he has that. There's that much room. You're not going to be able to pull him down. And barring a missed extra point for some reason by Harrison Butker, it's going to be a 21-7 ball game. Now, the Independent Chiefs, they showed a lot of promise on that first offensive drive. Snap's good, holds good, but Deshaun Watson, the kick is up, and it is good. So it's a 14-point ball game. They showed a lot of promise on that opening drive, but ever since then, they haven't done much, really, offensively. They've had 2 straight punts. Actually, 3 straight punts now that I think about it. No, 2 straight punts. I think it's 2 straight punts. I think they've only had 3 offensive positions, 2 straight punts. But, yeah, regardless, I mean, you haven't been able to do much offensively if you're the Independent Chiefs, and you got to change that here on this drive. You've only been able to stop the ACC Bucks once offensively. You've got to score here. Maybe I'd choose some clock, though, on the drive. Maybe run it a little bit more with Jamal Williams and Theo Riddick because they haven't been able to go anywhere. It's going to be returnable by Golden Tate. He's going to be able to bring it up to about the 28-yard line, I'd say. Yeah, I'm right. And 1st and 10 here. So, I mean, it's not horrible field position. It's about 3 more yards than you would have if you'd taken a knee. And Jamal Williams takes back in the field. He has really gone nowhere here today. He's been going nowhere. But, yeah, I mean, you got to figure out something. You've got to figure out a mismatch you have. And I just don't know if you have a mismatch. I mean, your corners should be better than your receivers. I mean, it's not like Kyle Rudolph is one of the best players in the world, although he does have 2 Pro Bowls to his name. So, I mean, it's not a bad tight end to go to. Shotgun here by Taysom Hill. Best offense, though, has been running with Taysom Hill. He has plenty of time. He scrambles, and he's got to slide for about a 2-yard gain. And it's just, they're going zone. When they go zone, you normally have someone there to tackle you if you scramble. I mean, it's the perfect play if you are the ACC Buccaneers, although it should create holes in the defense if you are smart. So, shotgun here for Taysom Hill. And a 4-man rush. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to have enough room for that first down. And this has really been their best offense. Again, 61 yards through the ground. I don't know if he has more than 70 yards through the air. So, I mean, it's really the majority, about half their offense has come off of him just scrambling, which, I mean, if they just figure out how to put a spy on him, you can take away a lot of their offense. But again, that could leave someone open, and that just opens a whole new can of worms. So, looks like a 1 tight end set here by Taysom Hill. Goes to shotgun with Theo Riddick on the field. 5-man rush, fires it to an open Will Fuller, gets it all the way down to the 40-yard line of the other team, and they are cooking with gasoline here. And again, I mean, it hasn't been an unproductive day for Will Fuller. 4 catches, 45 yards. It's been more productive than the wild card round for him. Yeah, I mean, considering should be going one-on-one with Jalen Ramsey, that is a impressive feat for Will Fuller here early on. But again, it hasn't translated to that much success offensively if you're the Independent Chiefs. You'd like some more points on the board than 7. So, shotgun here for Taysom Hill. They actually bring a blitz. He can scramble out. He has a lot of running room. He's going to run. He's going to run all the way down to the 8-yard line from the 40. 32 yards on that run for Taysom Hill, and they are suddenly in the red zone. This is what happens. This is what you risk when you bring a blitz against Taysom Hill. If he gets to the outside, you lose contain. I mean, just watch this play. He has a lot of running room, and the only reason that guy went out of bounds was because number 29 was there to tackle him. But 1st and goal, 8-yard line. You have a chance to make this a 7-point ball game. Empty set here, which is an interesting choice with 1st and goal at the 8-yard line for Taysom Hill. They bring a four-man rush. He fires it underneath to a wide-open Chase Claypool for the touchdown. Actually, that's Golden Tate. I'm sorry. Wide-open Golden Tate for the touchdown. They're going to make this a 7-point ball game in less than 2 minutes, really. And it was large part Taysom Hill's scrambling ability. I mean, it's what you gain with Taysom Hill at quarterback. It's going to be interesting. You're going to lose that next year with Zach Wilson. He's not going to obviously not be as good a scrambler as as Taysom Hill, but you're going to gain more arm strength. So it's going to be interesting. You might be able to take more shots next year when you have Zach Wilson at QB. But right now, you have Taysom Hill at quarterback, and it's working darn well, if I do say so myself. Justin Yoon's kick is up and good. Makes this game a 7-point ball game. 4 minutes left to go in the half. I mean, this has been a way closer game than I expected it to be. This is what I expected the Mountain West game to be. Taysom Hill has stepped up big time. I mean, he stepped up more than Josh Allen really did against the Big Ten. Now, the Big Ten, probably a better team, probably has a better overall defense. But the ACC is no slouch of a team either. I legitimately think they are Super Bowl contenders. They are one of the best teams in the Conference of Champions. I really do sincerely believe that. But yeah, they're going to kick this ball away. If you're the Independent Chiefs, maybe you're hoping for a stop. Maybe you can get the ball back with 3 minutes left. Maybe Taysom can leave a 2-minute drive and get you a touchdown, tie the game up at halftime. I mean, it's possible. But if you're the ACC Bucs, you got to hope you can drive just like you've been driving all game. It's returnable by Jamison Crowder. He's going to bring it up the right side of the field. He's going to bring it to the 27-yard line. I'm sorry. Good return there. Way better return than I expected by Jamison Crowder. And, offense retakes the field. Sammy Watkins has yet to have a catch, which is interesting to me because he's a really good player that they have yet to use offensively. But Dalvin Cook has been killing it. He really has. He's one of their better players offensively. I think we all knew it. Deandre Hopkins hasn't been murdering it, but, I mean, he hasn't really had to. He's been able to. Darren Waller's been able to get open. Tyler Boyd's been able to get open. Devontae Parker's been able to get open. Lamar Jackson's done an excellent job of spreading this ball out offensively. 2 tight end set here with Eric Ebron. Shotgun here for Lamar Jackson. 5-man rush, looks like, by the Chiefs. They split out Dalvin Cook wide. I still believe it's going to be a blitz, though, by the defense. They don't. They actually drop. That was almost a pick six by Fred Warner. If he caught that ball, he would have likely been gone. And Fred Warner has been in on every play, really. Every play to the running back or tight end. It's been all Fred Warner in the middle. Fred Warner's done an excellent job here, although he's dropped 2 picks here. But if he had caught that ball, he could have been gone. And it would have been a tie ball game for this Independent Chiefs team, who really defensively has done an excellent, I don't know if I could say excellent. They've let up 21 points and a half. They've done a pretty solid job here early on. But looks like a 4-man rush here by the Independent Chiefs. It is. They drop. They go zone, it looks like. He has plenty of time. He scrambles up the middle. He's going to get tackled for about no gain by Fatukasi, I believe. Yeah, Fatukasi making another big-time play on the inside. They've yet to technically log a sack, but they've had a lot of tackles on Lamar Jackson for no gain. 3rd and 10, time, for this defense, if you can step up, you can force a punt here, you can possibly tie this ball game up before halftime. So it looks like a 4-man rush here. They bring Tyler Boyd in motion. They do bring a 4-man rush. He scrambles around. He finds an open Dalvin Cook, who picks up the first down, going one-on-one with Daniel Sorensen, and Dalvin Cook's going to win that about 10 times out of 10. It's an interesting choice. I mean, Daniel Sorensen is a good player. I really legitimately believe that. For the Chiefs in real life and in Madden, he works. But, I mean, big-time play like that, I'd match up another player against Dalvin Cook. Figure out another person to match up one-on-one with Dalvin Cook, simply because Dalvin Cook is such a great player. He's going to be in that little, 1, 2, 3 look. See if he's open. 4-man rush here by Lamar Jackson. Against Lamar Jackson. He's plenty of time. He fires it to an open DeAndre Hopkins, only picks up about 8 yards on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 1. So, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins hasn't been hugely productive here. He hasn't been making the plays, deep. But, you're going to match up Michael Davis on him one-on-one. He's going to win every time. You have to match up Byron Jones against him if you're this offense. If you're going to go man-on-man. It makes sense if you go zone, but that was not a zone defense. That was a man-on-man. Lamar Jackson goes under center here. This might be a run with Dalvin Cook. They do go run with Dalvin Cook. He's going to get the ball to about the other 48-yard line. It's about 4 yards on the play. Nice tackle there by, I believe, Fatukasi again. Fatukasi, he's been making a lot of big-time plays for this team. I hadn't really expected it. 2-minute warnings coming up here. And, I mean, I'll keep talking about Fatukasi. I mean, he's been making some big-time plays, which I have not expected. And, I mean, if you're an independent Chiefs fan, I don't know if you could ask for much more than being only down by 7 points at halftime. Your offense has shown a lot of promise with Taysom Hill scrambling ability. Your defense has, I mean, they've missed some opportunities. So, I mean, that means that they've been playing well. It looks like a 3-man rush, although I could see a guy coming off the edge or up the middle from Fred Warner. They don't bring it. They go 3-man rush. He fires it underneath to, I believe, Jamison Crowder. Nice tackle there made by Harrison Smith, though, but brings up a 2nd and 8, only 2 yards on the ground. They're at the 46-yard line. You might want to think about going like a little bit more no-huddle kind of approach. They look like they went a little bit of man-on-man there, and Harrison Smith is going to match up extremely well against Jamison Crowder. I believe he's going to win that one 9 times out of 10. Jamison Crowder has done an excellent job in this game. He really is a solid receiver, but Harrison Smith's a really good safety. Looks like it might be a 5-man rush here up the middle by Fred Warner. It is. They bring him more off the edge, and he's going to scramble. He's a lot of yards to run. He's going to be tackled by, I believe, Fred Warner or maybe Kyle Van Noy. But it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. This is the problem with blitzing both of these guys. We've seen it on both sides. We've seen some big-time run by Taysom Hill. You see a big-time run here by Lamar Jackson. I mean, this is the problem. Great effort there, by the way, by Davis. Kind of lightly jogging up onto the field, up at the play. But this is the problem with blitzing these guys. They really are incredibly athletic, so it's going to be difficult. So 4-man rush, it looks like. Fred Warner goes out to cover Dalvin Cook, leaving a hole for Lamar Jackson to run and slide. 11 yards. They're going to call the timeout. And if you're the independent Chiefs, you're just hoping that you can force them to just a field goal before halftime. But at 1 minute remaining, they're not coming close on time, especially when they're sitting at the 16-yard line. So they have plenty of time to run whatever they want to run. They could run if they want to, especially with the 2 timeouts left. Looks like a 4-man rush here by the independent Chiefs. Oh, they could bring a blitz. I doubt it, though. They drop everyone else. Fires it underneath to, I believe, that one is to... it's not Tyler Boyd, which is interesting. It was a star player, Jamison Crowder. Okay, that was who it was. So, 5-yard line, 57 seconds left, 1 timeout. Just because of how Madden works, you have to just assume that they're not going to run the ball. If they run the ball, you'll die by that. You'll live with it. 2 tight end set, which makes you think he's going to run the ball. I doubt he's going to run the ball, though. They do not. He has plenty of time. He scrambles out of the pocket, and he's going to run into the end zone. Actually, kind of walk into the end zone. Bad defense there, but Lamar Jackson is in the zone. I don't know if halftime is going to kill that. But that's kind of what you didn't want if you were the independent Chiefs before halftime. You don't want to be down by 14 points. Now, there's 51 seconds left. You have like 3 timeouts left. I don't know what the heck that guy is doing. Number 20. You want to at least get in front of Ebron. You want to get in front of Ebron to make him either force the pass or you run, but like you're sitting way back in the end zone. There's no way you can make a play on Lamar Jackson the way you're situated. Harrison Butker on to kick us up. Kick is good. Extra point. 14-28 ball game. Now they do have 3 timeouts. The independent Chiefs can get something going before halftime. At the very least, could get a field goal, make it an 11-point game. But I don't know. If you're the independent Chiefs, you got to figure out something defensively because they've scored 4 times out of 5 on these possessions. So, I mean, you got to figure out what the heck you're doing defensively to figure out how to stop them. I mean, because they've been unstoppable. If you're the independent Chiefs, and if you're the independent Chiefs offensively, you got to figure out what works offensively and what's worked offensively so far. A lot of running with Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill has been absolutely killing it through the ground. 51 seconds got to be a lot in the air. He cannot be really scrambling unless you can get a lot of yards scrambling. He had 3 timeouts actually left. He could scramble, but looks like it's returnable here by Golden Tate. He is going to return it. Up the middle, he's going to get some blocks. He's going to bring it to about the 24-yard line. Brings up 48 seconds, so wastes about 6 seconds. Golden Tate does. So offensively, Taysom Hill has been killer. 100% perfect day so far for Taysom Hill. Again, he has not thrown for many yards, only 109 yards and a half. But he's been killing on the ground. They showed the ground stats, and he's put up 14 points against this ACC defense, which is notoriously really good. It has some really phenomenal players on it, so it's going to be interesting. Empty set here for Taysom Hill. Looks like it's theoretic on the field. They bring a blitz. He fires it underneath to Kyle Rudolph, who's going to only pick up about 6 yards. They're going to call timeout. Probably should have aimed for the sidelines if I was Kyle Rudolph, but he cuts it back inside. He ends up getting tackled only for 6 yards, and that's going to force him to waste the timeout, really. It only gets him to the 30-yard line. Kyle Rudolph's only third catch of the ball game, by the way. Kyle Rudolph as a player I thought would be a little bit more involved here early on, because Kyle Rudolph is one of their better players. So shotgun here for Taysom Hill. He's going to go pass. He has time to scan. He fires it underneath. It's going to be incomplete. And if that's the first incompletion of the ball game for Taysom Hill, I just realized that. 3rd and 4. If you don't end up getting this here, you can give the Bucs the ball back. Now, I don't know. As long as you don't let them get a big-time play, they probably can't get anything going before halftime. But they would have about 25 seconds left, and they do have a timeout. So, got to be careful here. Taysom Hill throws underneath. He has a receiver. He gets caught. Golden Tate. Take a timeout. 39-yard line. But you're on your 39-yard line. And I'd like to remind everyone that Justin Yoon is your field goal kicker. He's not good. Other kickers, Justin Tucker, yes, I would trust him from 50-plus. Harrison Butker even. Trust him from 50-plus. Justin Yoon, do not trust him from 50-plus. Shotgun here for Taysom Hill. They bring a blitz. Actually, they don't. He fires it underneath to Kyle Rudolph. Picks up about 6 yards. They're going to have to go hurry up. It doesn't look like they're hurrying up. I doubt they're going to get much. Oh, they take their final timeout with 21 seconds left. They could have wasted. They could have not wasted all that time. But 21 seconds left. If you have a competent offense, you could make this work and get in field goal range. At least long field goal range for Justin Yoon. But this isn't a very competent offense. You have to go out of bounds and stuff. And I just don't know if the offense is capable of understanding that concept. Shotgun here for Taysom Hill. They go pass. He has plenty of time. He fires it. Oh, did he get out of bounds? The clock doesn't seem to be running, so I think he did end up getting out of bounds. Big catch by Chase Claypool. Puts him at the 40-yard line. And it puts them in... I don't want to try this field goal, but you have 17 more seconds. Maybe you can get the ball out of bounds, but I don't know if your offense is smart enough to think that. But it was a very nice catch by Chase Claypool. It's a lot of time to find him and Taysom Hill. He gets out of bounds. He really does. He puts his arms out to get out of bounds. I didn't know if they were going to count it or not. But, yeah, the clock's not moving, so good job by Chase Claypool getting out of bounds. They're going to run at least one more play. Looks like a 3-man rush here by the ACC Bucs. He fires it deep to Kyle Rudolph, but he's not going to have enough time to get down there and spike that ball. Oh, they're not going to get anything before halftime. Dumb play by Taysom Hill. You had to get out of bounds there. But we're going to see you guys after the next episode. Hey, everybody, this is GGB Coast Pepper saying, adios, amigos.